Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Sigval here and welcome back to another video. So in this one we're going to take a look at some more Soul Raid fights, and we're going to open up with a full League of Anarchy fight against Boss Superman. So this is the secondary account. On the main account I also used Zatanna over here, and the damage numbers looked like we were really overdoing it, because this man gets absolutely destroyed after you trigger his passive that makes him take more damage. And we use the Superman with Harley, and that's what we're gonna attempt to do. It's not the easiest thing to fill up the bar, but it's gonna be eventually manageable. Gonna attack Joker here to tank the super move. He died, but that's fine. Our special 2, we're almost at the full bar. EPI in there. Going to generate some power by the tagging. Another special 2 in there. And we're almost at full stacks, but I'm gonna tag EPI again for some more power, because you also want to have some leftover energy when you get full stacks. Our special 2. And still not at full stacks, this is the closest we're gonna get, so tagging one more time, stun from EPI, and there we go. He's getting absolutely annihilated. Yeah, he stood absolutely no chance. The debuff that he gets is absolutely broken. And yeah, we got shit rewards again. Moving on to the next one. This is most likely the team that a lot of people will use if they don't have a strong enough battle on the ground, because with Swamp Thing he's got a dot and lethal resistance, so you're not gonna use League of Anarchy or Batman Ninja teams, so you're gonna have two options really. I mean, you do have more than two options for the pay-to-win side of things. I mean, not necessarily for the pay-to-win side of things, but for the stronger counts. There's also the Manta Raven option, but that's gonna assume that you have a little bit more to work with at that point. And if you don't have Battle on the ground, but you'll do amazingly well here, no mistake. But an alternative is Influence Aquaman plus Raven. And I messed up with my fight because I got hit at the start with Raven. This is a gearless Raven, a 4 stars gearless Raven, so she will take a lot of damage when she gets hit, and I'll eventually reset power once, and this will negatively impact the fights. But yeah, this team does very well with Dark Metal cards on King. Will not do that well, will scale badly into the game, because they'll not do that well against a 2 billion fight, and there's not much of a reason to use it against a 2 billion fight, unless of course you have the Beta Club instead of the Dark Metal cards, because you just use Nora, Snow Globe, Influence Aquaman, and do 3/4 of the enemy's health. But for fights like this, when it's lower health, this team is definitely not gonna let you down. And I push this man to the corner. This is basically the same team that we have used, I don't remember against what actually, but I think against Boss Shazam, yeah, against Boss Shazam, but we just didn't have Dr. Fate in there because we needed to reduce the armor with Classic Superman. Now we have Dr. Fate and we're gonna do so much better in terms of power, but it went just as bad because Raven lost the darkness tax because I got hit at the start, so yeah, that sucks. We have the Puppet of Zatanna at level 1 on Raven, and the level 4 Dark Metal cards on Influence Aquaman. He's got a build that puts him at 500% for damage, so that's something that he's definitely got going for him. And yeah, right now we're finally into the optimal gameplay, and we're gonna just annihilate this man. Though it's a bit late, you want to ideally get to this point at 1 minute and 30 seconds, not at 1 minute or less than 1 minute left, with full stacks on both King and Raven, and the enemy having used super move already and being in the corner. I know that's quite a lot to ask for, but it's something that's manageable. But sadly I did not do it in this fight, because I was dumb and I got Raven hit at the start. Because I wanted to combo and drop him, and I did combo and drop him properly. I just got unlucky because he backed off into a jump attack into a special. The most annoying thing in the game, except for normal Soul Raid difficulty as far as fighting goes. And yeah, I'm quite confident that if we didn't mess up and we didn't have to reset darkness, we would have killed this man. But yeah, he's gonna be alive with some health left. Now we're going to transition into some main account fights as well. So this is the main account, no longer the secondary account, so we're with the strong boys here. And I had a cleanup fight to do against Dr. Fate. If you have seen the video of Machine Gun Mr. Freeze, this is what's left after I have used that. So we're going to hopefully kill this man with Manta. I'm using Silver Green Lantern to get that shield, and not worried to combo interrupt for at the very least the start of the fight, and Bane to get increased damage on basic attack hits. Honestly, I should have used Brainiac. Actually, no, I actually used Brainiac afterwards, so Brainiac was needed, never mind. Brainiac is actually gonna be the thumbnail for this video, so yeah, never mind, Brainiac was needed somewhere else. He was not very much use that somewhere else, but he was definitely needed somewhere else. And right now, since we are kind of running out of shield, we're gonna move into using third special. The second special was not really mandatory to be used, it's just, it costed less, but right now we're gonna make use of that stun. And this Sorcerer Dr. Fate seems a bit different from other Sorcerer Dr. Fates, or maybe he's just moody, maybe he just feels like it. But he's not spamming the special one, and I could not love that more because that special one takes so much out of the fight. Literally, if every single time he did the special 2, he would have done the special 1 instead, I don't think he would have managed to kill this fight because he would have just wasted that much time. Gonna stun his ass again, and this should be it for him. Yeah, there we go. Easy cleanup, reliable enough, but quite close though. Now for this team, you have seen me using this team a lot on the main account. The Batman Grodd plus Brainiac with Bata Carbon Grodd. And a lot of you had the question, Sigvald, can I use any other artifact to make this team work other than the Beta Club? Well, not really, but we're gonna try it anyway. So with I tried this team with Dark Metal cards, because yet again you guys keep asking, I'm trying to find a solution for you, even though that solution might not be there. But we're going to use the Zatanna's Puppet now, on Grodd. That's gonna be a level 1 Zatanna's Puppet, but level doesn't really matter for him, because he's gonna be able to get it to max stacks quite quickly. So it doesn't really matter, and we're gonna see if the level 1 Zatanna's Puppet can do well enough if paired up with Brainiac, because what it will give him is gonna be a lot of attack. And he's gonna benefit from that lot of attack because he's also getting lethal attack damage from both Brainiac and Robin, and he's gonna get also his crit chance and crit damage, so his damage should be quite decent. And also this can have far better results than it had for me, because I did not play it optimally, and I might try this team again, just because I did not play the optimal way. But what you should do with this is also use specials. I did not use a lot of specials because that's the usual gameplay that you should do with the Beta Club, because you need to do as many basic hits as possible, because doing basic attack hits takes less time than doing specials, and that stacks your lethal attack damage from Robin's passive faster, and it's simply not worth to use specials. And yeah, I did the mistake of doing the exact same gameplay, and the damage on basic attack hits is not great. Because this is kind of the values that with the absolute same artifact setup, but without having to use Brainiac, Batman Ninja Catwoman herself can achieve. And when I saw this, I was like, nah bro, this is for sure bad. This is not worth using at all. This is worse than Batman Ninja Catwoman. But then I tried a special, and the damage on the special was actually quite decent, not gonna lie. So if I used the specials as well from the very start, as soon as I had the chance to, maybe we would have gotten more damage, because 5 mil per special, while not being the highest amount ever seen, is not gonna be too bad, and it's gonna overall add to the overall damage. And the very good thing about the Grodd special 1 is that it's gonna have a very fast animation, so we are gonna be able to get that out in no time. It's not gonna be worth using the third special, I think, because that takes a long ass time in terms of animation, but that might be also worth trying out. But yeah, the verdict on this team is unclear if it's worth using or not, but it's not gonna be anywhere close to as good as the Beta Club team. Like, nowhere close, but it might be something worth entertaining the idea. I'll play it properly with special 1 spam, maybe even try special 3 instead, and I'll let you guys know. And for the last fight, I have kind of found out the proper way to use Sir Banshee plus Raven. Because there is a more optimal way to use Sir Banshee plus Raven with the Puppet of Zatanna. Because you can spam specials with Sir Banshee, which is something I was not doing. I was trying to basically try and get the same gameplay that I usually got out of Sir Banshee plus Raven. But on top of that, try and get some bonus from the attack of the debuffs. But for Sir Banshee, the selling point of that artifact will actually not be at the debuffs themselves, but the infinite power. That'll be the thing that she'll benefit from the most. Also, you have Beta Club on Raven, but that's not gonna do a lot of damage in this fight. It's simply there to get the 2 debuffs that are gonna help me out boost the progress. That's not a mandatory thing, but it's definitely gonna be helping. Third special, Combo and Chopped. Third special, Combo and Chopped. Third special. I don't think I should even Combo and Chop since I have the unblockable. Maybe I should just do it Mr. Freestyle and just spam third special. Maybe we'll try that out. The only difference is that we have to eventually tag out and reset Darkness with Raven. But we have to be careful on the Raven tagging because we have unblockable on server Banshee. The enemy is able to block, so Raven will get blocked on tagging if I'm not careful. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Like if you liked it, disliked it, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye!